This is my presentation on the tango. So, are there any contemporary dances that can relate to the tango? So I can't really think of any contemporary dances that really can relate on like a comparison basis to the tango, because the tango has gone through over a century and has outlived different fashion styles and even prohibitory times. And it started in Argentina because there were so many immigrants, and in the cities there were so many men and not very many females, so the men would have to compete and practice with each other in order to become better so that they could impress the women, so that they could spend time with the women, but also eventually find wives. So it became widely recognizable around the world as an expression of passion, and it has even become a lifestyle. So different criticisms that can compare with any contemporary dance style. I see like the dancing with dance over the years. Younger generations tend to find ways to buck the system and push other people in their generation, as well as older people in the generation, out of their comfort zones. You can see this in the movie The Footloose, just one little example. And so similarities on this standpoint I saw with hip-hop dance, in that it started as a street dance, and it was received, and it had kind of negative connotations with a lot of people at the time, because they didn't really understand the movement behind hip-hop dancing. And it pushed and bucked the system for the norms of dance and theater, and has really become widely recognized and amazing form and popular way of expressing yourself in dance. So where hip-hop dancing, I don't hold it on the same as the tango because of how long the tango's been around, but I saw similarities with the criticism. So when it comes to different forms of dancing, I see the different criticisms a lot of more on like the conservative or reactionary thinking, like the negative connotations over like the ethics of human behavior. But I also think it depends on the kind of dance that we're talking about. But I think that as with most things, you really have to understand what the thought and the emotion is behind the dance style in order to really understand it and really get a picture of how you will judge it. So the tango became and still is one of the most recognizable forms of dance, and most of the issues that come about because of dance happen because, I think, of the older generation's conservative and reactionary thinking. So after listening to the song Malena in Spanish and English, I saw that it was a song full of soul and pain. And so through, there's a couple repeated lyrics, such as Malena has pain like the bandion, or the other translation was suffers the bandion's pain. So it was really beautiful because it was, the bandion is the is the instrument, and it was really beautiful words because it was like her pain, she was singing it through her music. Another one was Malena sings the tango like no other, she pours her heart out in each verse. And so this implies that she is like a lot of different artists, and she expresses her pain and her story through her song and is able to connect with people on so many different levels. So the song really embodies the tango because it's a warring of passion and hurt, but also a sign of strength and partnership. So the other song was Uno, and how I relate and some of the themes that were in it. So some of the themes I saw were lost love, mourning, despair, inability to move on because of the depth of pain. So I just thought it was a really beautiful, beautiful song, and the translations were just, I could relate with it even though I haven't gone through maybe the same kind of heartbreak that the writer was going through, but I think we can all relate on the level of not being able to let go of some relationships and not being open to others because of the hurts that we experience. So I think both of those songs were absolutely gorgeous, and I really enjoyed learning all about the tango, and my mind was definitely opened, and I really had a great time researching this week. So, thank you.